2 weeks ago, Rick and I tackled tips for affirming up financial priorities for retirement. My mouth isn't working so well. Today we're going to finish his final 5 recommendations for getting our retirement right. Rick's the CEO and president of Nye Financial Group. Thanks for joining us, Rick.
Absolutely.
Okay, so on your last visit here, we talked about a number of things. Making sure we had enough income to live on, being prepared for emergencies, handling all of our legal concerns, making sure our spouse would have enough money if we go first, and making sure we protected enough money from the ups and downs of the stock market. What more do we need to do?
Well, we have to plan as if number 6 is to plan as if we were going to die tomorrow, or with equal emphasis, plan as if we were going to live forever. And
what's that mean?
Well, I like to have my clients take a snapshot of their situation as if they passed away tomorrow. What effects would that have on the spouse? What effects that has on their wishes as far as their inheritance and so forth. And, there may be liabilities, mortgages, other things that need to be taken care of. Life insurance comes into play. It's a little bit harder to plan as if we're going to live forever. Because obviously
I would think you'd need a little more money that way.
That's right. And one of the greatest fears that retirees have is outliving their assets. And so there needs to be, again, income is cash flow is king, as I mentioned in the earlier show, and it's important to establish, income that is unaffected by market risk, and many times income that can be guaranteed for life.
All right, let's take your 7th tip. This is, you can't, it actually expands on your earlier tip that you can't afford, that you can't afford to lose money, that you put aside some money.
Right, well, identify the amount of money or assets that you can't afford to lose due to chronic illness. And that's very important because it's expensive. Long-term care can run anywhere from $6,000 to $9,000 a month, and it's important to address that.
So you have to have something set aside for that.
Exactly.
All right. Tip number 8. We think we have enough money, but inflation can occur, and then we don't have enough money.
Right, and how do you address that? Well, that's difficult, but there are certain investments that can help in inflationary times. You also, if you can, improve your cash flow to the extent of more than what you need, then that helps take care of the inflation.
All right. Tip number 9, and this is true for any investment at any time: know your tolerance for risk and invest accordingly.
Right. So many of my clients don't appreciate, or their memories, it tends to weaken on the downturns. They remember the upturns in the markets, but it's the downturns that we need to be concerned about, particularly when we're in retirement. We don't have a paycheck. We have to make our assets last.
One last one, and this is one everybody can understand and agree with: don't pay more taxes than you have to.
Exactly. And in addition to that, though, I try to coach my clients, don't pay any more taxes than you have to, but don't let the income tax tail wag the dog. Don't overemphasize taxes. Don't, for an example, if you have a stock and you feel it's a good time to sell it, for whatever reason, you sell it. Don't worry about the capital gains tax. Don't worry about the added income tax that an extra required distribution of your IRA may incur if you can use that to go have a cruise or go see your grandkids. So worry less about the taxes, more about your retirement and your standard of living.
Good advice, Rick. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming out and finishing those top 10.
All right, thank you.
Rick's tips can help reduce your risks in retirement. I can't emphasize enough the importance of Rick's 10 retirement tips, all 10, 5 today, 5 a couple weeks ago. For more help, or if you want to get a copy of Rick's top 10 tips, give him a call. His number's up next.
To learn more, call the Nye Financial Group Incorporated at 1-800-837-8848 or log on to their website, www.nigroup.com. Next, declaring independence from your troubled teeth.